Hi, Virgo. I hope that you are well. Welcome back. Those of you who are returning back and upright, I bless you all. Thanks for coming back as often as you do. If you are new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. And I look at a lot of criminal activity. I will be looking at love matters, and I don't do a lot of these, but I'm doing them tonight. And they are mostly revolving around love around legal matters and stuff like that for the most part. So anyway, if you got little ones around, the crime is real. Okay, so just be mindful of that. So I have a homemade deck that I have cut, and I have the bottom of the deck for your overall energy, and it would be like the Lover's card. It is the Vav, or the Wa in the Hebrew language. It is a pictograph of what looks like the letter Y in our English alphabet. It represents a nail or a peg or a hook or something that is adding something together or sticking something so that it is just it's added something together. It's sticking something together. Hold on just a second. I'm feeling energy with you all, and so I apologize if you are new, and I've been reading all day as well, but I'm feeling some energy here with this. But this is about it's the nail that prevents the actual tent rope for the tent to stay steady. Okay, but it's also that nail that can be pounded in somewhere to just add things on your walls or however you want to take it. Maybe you work with nails and hammers and carpentry. I don't know. But this is about hooking something. So the Lover's card is about making a decision or having choices, right? Um, you are dealing with a camp situation since the tent is here. Boy, I'm really having a hard time talking to you all. And it is the energy flow. It's not me. It's maybe y'all are having a hard time. I don't know, talking to somebody about a decision. Something could be wavy, the W and or the V, but it looks like a Y. You put all three of those letters together, and that's wavy energy. And so watery stuff, if something happened by water, or a tent, then find something did. If somebody got pierced around something, then something would be kind of like very piercing with a nail or a hook or something like that is here. But I'm really feeling a great big wall with you all. So I'm going to have to just work through this energy. I feel like, I'm seeing somebody dealing with a snake here. I'm seeing the letter Y making the tongue of a snake, okay, that splits right when it's coming out of the snake's mouth. That's interesting. So whatever that is, somebody's dealing with the snake. I guess you are. For some people, you are, because I've seen the devil energy really, really heavy. Okay. So I have the Queen of Cups jumping out here, and I have the Moon. Okay, well, there has been deception, and the Queen of Cups is about being caring, loving, gentle, kind, sweet, right? But if she's not in the upright, she is very secretive. She holds down things. She's a crybaby. She will play on your emotions. She is a manipulator. Now, she is holding a mask in her hand. So whoever is ripping off a mask here, and there is something that has been added together in your intuition with that moon being here that has been secretive, and somebody speaks out of both sides of their mouth with some type of snakish tongue there, then something like that is here for some people. Okay, whatever that is. She always comes out, the Queen of Cups, and if you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. She's just showing us an energy here. But she always comes out with relationships and stuff like that on my channel, always. And she comes out with being bigamous and stuff like that. So whoever she is, this could just be your mother. It could be anybody, but it's not good out here, folks. because the Emperor just jumped out in the reverse with the Ten of Swords and the Judgment. Somebody's dealing with a boss figure. If this is a female boss, then fine. Otherwise, it's something at work is here. There's war here with the Emperor in the reverse like that. And the Ten of Swords is a betrayal. And somebody was wearing a mask. They were. Then they were. And something intimate is here with this Lover's card or this. Somebody's added something together, folks. And they're not happy, I guess. And the Judgment card has a meaning of the head, the man, the boss, the chief of something is here. And there is something about somebody's door. The D and the R is here. And that makes a door, but the Emperor is a door. Okay, so somebody may wear the perfume Red Door, but if you run there's a doctor here with the D and the R as well. But if you run that back into itself, with the D and the R, that's a red door. Somebody might literally have a red door as well connected to something. I don't know, but that's really hitting me here with that energy. And there's something around this betrayal of whatever this was that is being judged. Somebody's not happy because somebody had a mask on. Okay, there's the Tower. There's the Aquarian energy coming out real big on everybody's stuff. There's eyewitness to something, then there is an eyewitness to something. The Pentacle and the Tower jumped out over here on this Queen of Cups. All right. And there's contracts and money that has been mishandled somewhere in a really bad way, in a very deceptive way on somebody's job or whatever that was. It just came out real heavy on the Leo reading. So whoever was involved in that nonsense that was going on, there's money out here around this Queen of Cups, but something's known. Something's a big shakeup out here. The DA is out here, the letter D and the A. And if somebody had a dare to do something here on a date somewhere, somebody not happy on something because something's known. Somebody, in the Aries reading, there was all kinds of temptation and devils and everything else around that energy. And CIA came out, it was really big. So anyway, whatever this is. The Three of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Empress, the Wheel, and that Five of Cups was just in the Leo reading, and it shows somebody getting their hair pulled out by a couple of women. Well, we have a big ruler here in a really big way showing up. Somebody in a big place of headship. At the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Pentacles. And in this deck, it shows a feminine on the back of a masculine. And he's got all those pentacles on his chest. And they're just laughing, traipsing through the water. As if there's something by like campsite or something like that's going on. Otherwise, just showing emotional stuff. And they're laughing, and he's carrying this feminine on his back while they're traipsing through this water. But it's not funny because somebody was mishandling somebody's money just a second ago in that reading just a minute ago. Oh, and by the way, those of you who did not catch the Leo reading, I accidentally had switched over on my other channel and recorded it over there. So you can find it on this channel in the community section. So just to let you know, it's a really big reading. The Empress is out here. All right. And so the Empress with the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. Somebody's really heartbroken over something in a really big way over this deception. Because the Emperor and the Empress, that's a match, or those are colleagues, or there's just somebody sets up in a really high place. Now, otherwise, if this was your spouse and somebody obviously has cheated on you, it's piercing out here. It's piercing out here. Or I mean, we got a couple of women that were, if somebody was in bigamous, then with that Queen of Cups that always comes out here, then somebody was married, and somebody apparently said they weren't, because that really has come out real heavy tonight as well. And I gave some warnings. If you think somebody's not married, they may be married. And if that's what's showing up here, then something's just like an OMG tower on this energy. Okay, around something. But some of you all do have a match, and somebody's been trying to get in between that, and there's just a big, shake-up. The Tower's coming down, and the wheel's going around, and the Three of Swords shows somebody leaning over their love, and The person's dead because the third party has stabbed that person. If there has been a death matter somewhere, and there is something sharp out here, like I said, something with that stuff was traded for and plotted around that heartbreak of a sort. There was a contract here around this Queen of Cups came out with her. And there's some type of travel around it. Then it was all plotted. Or you're catching it and finding out something before something happens as well. So yeah, the grave just jumped out on the moon. This is a widower card. It could be a widow or a widower. It talks about a male relative somewhere. Okay, it connected with some death matter, whatever that is for you. There was a deception around that death matter on a travel. Then there's a little sweetheart coming out. Okay, well, somebody is special to somebody. And those of you it's safe to love, and the most I said today it's coming out here because we have the Emperor and the Empress, but somebody's not happy. Is somebody jealous over that and all that kind of stuff? All right, so the Depression card is also coming out here. It says that this too shall pass. And then there's the military or somebody who wears a uniform that is out here involved in some stuff. Because somebody's getting charged. The word charge just come out a couple of different times today. But it just came out in the Leo reading. And I want to say it came out in another reading. It may have been the Gemini reading. Was a great big reading as well. Show me more information for Virgo. There's something around a red vehicle door. Okay, so if that red door is a vehicle that I'm picking up on the red door, then there's something about a red car or something like that is connected to something out here. It's just coming out. So there is a child involvement of something out here. So the child card is here. This could have been somebody that was involved in the situation that you went to school with, or that you've known for a long time. Obviously, you're doing somebody's got a childlike brain to do some insane things for whatever the cause they did it for, the money and everything else. Somebody likes to be the only one as well. And I'm saying that specifically because I've also showed this card before visually. It shows one feminine, and she just being flattered by all these men. And I just recently just had that card come out that said that there's a woman who hates other women and they want to be the only woman around all the men. That picture shows it right there. And so somebody has been very jealous around your stuff. They're a nutcase. And so that child card has a meaning of somebody's got a childlike brain to be that way. They're just insane. Somebody also had an unwanted birth somewhere, and they got snake bite from that ordeal. So I send you love and light. We have the discovery card that is, yes, something has been discovered tonight. Something has been discovered tonight about finances. The finance card is underneath that. So it's huge, I guess. Show us some words out here, please, for Virgo. Oh, goodness sakes, folks. Goodness sakes. All right. Yep, that energy is here. It says, if I can't have you, nobody will have you. And the Most High is saying that, you need to call out upon him because he's going to help. Okay, whatever's taking place, obviously somebody's already found out. If somebody already found out around somebody cheating, they're not happy. And so those of you who are dealing with a dangerous party, and this stuff is fresh, then fine. Otherwise, for some of you all, you've already been dealing with this and something horrific has taken place. Somebody will be charged for all this bull crap that's going on. But you are dealing with somebody who says, if I can't have you, then absolutely no one's going to have you. And that's what this nonsense has been about. Where somebody's just trying to hang on. The most I said somebody's ex was their freaking problem. A heavy drinker is out here attached to something. Something's going to be deactivated, or something was deactivated, or whatever that is. Okay, well, the person needs to be deactivated from I don't know, that's craziness. There's somebody out here, they just think that they're all that in a bag of freaking chips, and the Most High says he's going to eat them up. That's great. So we know that some people have been on other people's devices and stuff, and they need to be deactivated from some bull crap that's gone on. Okay, just because they sit up in a high place and they think they can run this show, I don't think so. Jehovah is revealing here that there is an upright party who is gathering together to take out a wicked party. This also found my hands in somebody else's reading. The next card says somebody's caught out here, and they are caught, but this card says that somebody who is straight, they've been pursuing that somebody is straight, and there's a gay party who has been pursuing that straight person, and they don't go that way. And so that's ridiculous. So this is showing, because the most I said somebody was a cross dresser and all that stuff, real heavy. The last few readings that I've done, and I addressed that. I addressed that today on a totally different platform today as well. And somebody has just been holding on to somebody who is straight, that has a connection with the opposite sex, and that person is gay, and they're trying to go after the same sex. And I guess if they say, well, if I can't have you, then I guess I ain't gonna let nobody have you. And that person's a crazy. Most I says somebody has a freaking mental problem real bad. And so I guess Most High is exposing this energy. Well, that's great. That's great. That's ridiculous. Somebody's going to be resting in victory here. Thank you, Yehovah. Charged. Well, it's here, folks. It's really here. A separation energy is here. See you later. A secret kiss is here. A hidden app that's found on the internet exposed. Well, we got exposing energy again. Something's being deactivated with this stuff. Okay, people who think that they can get up on here and do some things to people's stuff, and just because they're jealous or whatever the reason why they're just a freakazoid. I don't care. You're gonna be charged. You're gonna go to jail. If you deal with somebody who smokes a pipe, then there's somebody out here who smokes a pipe for just some type of clue to something that's coming out. That's the last card. Let me take a room. So the letter Z, it's the elk. This is about resisting somebody, and I guess it ticked them off, and they didn't like it. Okay. This is a protection assured, and the emperor also represents a protection, right? This is a recovery of something. So thank you, Hope, for recovering somebody from this idiotic stupidness that's going on. This is help, and we got somebody out here that's going to take down a wicked party. Thank you, Yehovah. This is also something that really can be overcome here with the situation that's really went bad in somebody's life. So anyway, you got a shield and protection out here. And then let me just say, I do pull this rune up a lot and talk about the pictograph. And I'm only bringing it out about the cleaner because it came out in the Leo reading. And this rune, if you turn it around, it looks like a mop and a broom. So whatever that connection with you all is, it's out here. This actually is the pictograph. It looks like the letter hey. And it looks like somebody's got their hands up in the air because somebody can be charged. They're going to go jail. We got the police officer injury out here. So anyway, or maybe it is a dirty cop that's involved. For some people, that is the case. But it is like getting a great download to something. Somebody has learned some information out here. It's been discovered somewhere. If you turn this around as well, it looks, again, it looks like somebody's arm and their hands, but it also looks like a bird's leg. And I had all kinds of birds showing up in the Gemini reading really, really big with that full card. They were all around somebody's feet. And so there is some type of a bird connection, but if you're dealing with the United States of America, then you are, because I go back to the eagle and stuff like that. But if somebody does actually have a connection to birds that are connected with something that's going on, then I'm just throwing that out there for you. It's a clue to something. All right. Well, this is what come out. Until next time. Shalom.